Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kabalyero, and this time I'm at the RWA or Rogue Wrestling Alliance's arena here in Second Life for another episode of Wired. It's RWA Wired, and look at that. It says there, your browser does not currently recognize any of the video formats available. Okay, so I guess there is no point on focusing on the big screen right there. Why? Because it's not showing. And let's see who the official commentators are for this episode of RWA Wired. We have here. Okay, so the Tomahawk, Henry Parker, and Alicia FC Cain Dracia Koba. Okay. Oh, it's not Alicia, it's Allira. Okay, so her name is very long, so I guess I'm just going to refer to her as Allira. Okay, so they are the official commentators of today's show. And of course, the third person in the ring is none other than Betty Harrowing. Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening right now. Okay, I'm seeing three avatars. We have, I'm going to guess, that's Victory, Mr. Spaghetti, and Malaki. And look at that, I was correct. We have Mr. Spaghetti, Malaki, and Victoria, or simply Victory. I like Victoria better for some reason. And I'm going to make a guess again. They're not in the ring to wrestle. They are in the ring to say something. And unfortunately for us, my voice is turned off. Okay, I don't have my voice enabled. It's not activated. It's off. So no matter what they say, um, we won't be hearing. We won't be hearing any of it. That's why I always suggest that if you're watching this in YouTube, go and watch it in World in Second Life. Go and get a free Second Life account. It's free. All you have to do is sign up, and then download the Second Life viewer. If you don't like the Second Life viewer, you can use Firestorm, which is the viewer that I use. Log into your newly created Second Life account and look for Rogue Wrestling Alliance. Use the search feature. There is a search feature in Second Life. Just use it, and you will find RWA. And also, join the group, join the fan group, because you will find the landmark that will take you to the arena. Or you can follow me in Twitter, because I always tweet out snapshots or screenshots of the match, and those screenshots have a link or a slur, as it's called in Second Life, a slur, and that slur will take you to the RWA arena in World or in Second Life. Okay, so I'm going to change my environment. Okay. Okay, there you go. It's the I changed my win light settings. Instead of the region default, I'm using magic hour because for some reason this makes the entire RWA arena looks a lot better. Again, in the ring right now, we have Victory. We have Malaki, it's Malaki. And we have Mr. Spaghetti himself, Pasta Lopez. That's why I love the magic hour win light setting. It makes all the signs, it makes them brighter. They kind of glow a lot more with the magic hour win light setting. I don't know what happened, but Mr. Mr. Spaghetti got out of the ring. I have no idea why he did that, but he did. He got out of the ring, walked around, and then went back in. He's saying, I am spaghetti. I love spaghetti. Please give me spaghetti. Obviously, that is not what he's saying. And look at that, Mr. Spaghetti is handcuffed. So why was Mr. Spaghetti handcuffed? I don't know. Maybe he's being arrested for eating spaghetti in a wrestling ring. Again, the reason why I'm de-rendering other avatars is because the more avatars that are in a certain area or in one area, the laggier the viewer gets. And right now I'm getting a very good frame rate. It's not like it's not 1 FPS, it's not 10 FPS. It's a lot better than that, and that means I will get a a smoother wrestling match. Well, I'm sure Malaki is saying something. Maybe he's saying like, "I am the champion. We are the champion. I am the champion." I think that's a song. We are the champions, my friend. I'm sure he is saying something about his championship, that he is the number one, the best in the world, the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I think that's Bret Hart's mantra. That is what Bret Hart always say whenever he speaks or whenever he has an interview. Ah, look at that! They found the missing metallic structure again. They found it last week. They were missing that part. Okay, only one side has that, and now both sides have that metal structure. Okay, so somebody entered the ring, and who is she? It's Pinky Rhodex. Okay, so I'm pretty sure she's wearing something. There you go. Now it's loading. Well, it kind of looked like that. She wasn't wearing anything. It just took the viewer a few seconds to, actually load the skirt. Fortunately, she was wearing she had an underwear on. If I'm going to guess, maybe the Three Stooges, they were making some demands, and that's why the manager, the RWA manager or general manager of Rogue Wrestling Alliance, came out to address those demands. Maybe Mr. Spaghetti demanded more spaghetti. Maybe Malaki demanded a new hair because for some reason his hair keeps disappearing. Well, that was the old hair. Maybe Victory demanded that she use Victoria instead of Victory. Again, I'm just making all these things up. That is hard. It's hard to know what's happening in the ring when they're using voice and you're watching with your voice inactive or disabled. And it looks like Pinky is done talking to the Three Stooges. So the two guys left the ring. Victory is still in the ring. Maybe Victory has a match. TJ Fang says, we all have issues with you, Henry. What? Okay, so I think there is something happening outside the ring as well. For some reason, my viewer is not showing any of the videos. Maybe I disabled something. And looking at the avatar, I think that is the gamer girl Sybil Halsey, whom I think is related to Sabrina Halsey of Kingdom of Wrestling. Maybe they're sisters. They kind of look the same. And of course, the gamer girl is, walking around with that sign, that very awesome sign that shows the Kensington sisters. She is a big fan of the Kensington sisters. And look at that, she's still carrying the sign. Okay, so I guess we're going to see a tag team match, a women's tag team match between Victory and her partner, Sybil or the Gamer Girl, against the Kensington Sisters. And as always, the Kensington sisters they're going to wrestle wearing their lingeries, okay? In their lingeries. Can you really call it a wrestling gear? I don't know. Okay. I think the last one was too close. That was too close. Okay, the gamer girl with her sign, look at that. She is a big fan of the Kensington sisters. That is true. Because she wouldn't be, running around with a sign that has the Kensington sisters on it. So, if you look at the sign, you'll see the Kensington sisters on the sign. So she must be a really big fan of the Kensington sisters. We have Crystal and Cordelia. Cordelia is the champion. I think she's the women's champion. Okay, so I'm going to follow Crystal, Kensington. My viewer is going to follow Crystal. So we have Crystal and the gamer girl, Sybil Halsey, in the ring right now. And they are just looking at each other. They're admiring themselves. Face slam by Crystal. Ooh, that hurts. That gotta hurt. She slammed her down, picked her up, only to slam her down. Just look at how much those lights glow. Shoulder block by Crystal. And she immediately went for the lateral press, but she only got a 2 count. I kinda like this angle. I'm going to keep this angle. Okay, so the gamer girl got out of the way. Too bad for Crystal. Drop kick by the gamer girl, it connected right on Crystal's face. And wow, another drop kick by the gamer girl, and this time the gamer girl sent Crystal flying over the top rope and down on the ring or the floor. And inside we see the gamer girl running around. Yeah, look at that. She's so happy with what. And the gamer girl is still running. She's like a what do you call this? The Duracell rabbit something like that. Kick to the midsection from outside the ring. So Crystal with a cartwheel, and then she went for a bulldog, but I guess she miscalculated that, because what happened next is she basically threw herself outside the ring again. A comedy of errors for Crystal right now. Again, inside the rings, we still have the gamer girl. Look at that. She's taking her time. She's not rushing anything. And here she comes again. Another kick by Crystal. And look at that. That sent the gamer girl into a wobble. Ooh, okay. Crystal was thinking of flying, but she got a big boot from the gamer girl. And the gamer girl hooked the leg, and she got a 2 count. Crystal Kensington kicked out in 2. Irish whip by the gamer girl. The gamer girl missed with her clothesline, and what happened? She got kicked in the midsection. Okay, so we just got a tag. Crystal is out, Cordelia is in. But as you can see, I'm still following Crystal. I need to change my camera or my viewer's focus. Ah, look at that. Big boot right on the face of the gamer girl. Clothesline by Cordelia. And another clothesline. This time it's like a flying clothesline, or was that a spear? So the gamer girl tried to go on the offensive, but it backfired. She got kicked again. Right now, the gamer girl is not doing very well. She needs to tag her partner, because she is taking a ton of beating from the Kensington sisters. Crystal and Cordelia. But luckily she's not giving up. She is still fighting. And now we see Cordelia just stepping, using the gamer girl as something like a stepping stone because she's stepping on her. What else is there besides a stepping stone? Ah, look at that. Don't know what happened there, but Cordelia for some reason turned her back away from the gamer girl, and the gamer girl took advantage of it. And now the gamer girl is doing her double splashes. That's the second one. And she's going for a cover, a 1 and a 2. Only a 2 count. This time Cordelia is in the receiving end. And look at that, Victoria is floating again. My goodness. Wow, what is that? A series of backflips. And then it ended with that kick right there on Cordelia's face. Wow. Okay, so we just saw a tag. Victoria came in for the gamer girl. And Victory just clubbed Cordelia with both her arms. But Cordelia just fought back. Cordelia just helped Victory to get up, but only to kick her in the midsection and okay, shoulder block by Victory. And look at Victory. She is floating in the air. It looks kind of weird to see Victory floating in the air. Victory with a series of knees on Cordelia, and that sent Cordelia down on the canvas. I'm sure she's feeling the pain in her midsection. Here comes. Where is she? Where is Victory? Here comes Victory with a scoop slam. Oh, it's not a scoop slam. She basically turned Victory, Cordelia over. And there you go, baseball slide. Wow. A baseball slide connected right on Cordelia's face. After this match, you might need to see a plastic surgeon or a cosmetic surgeon. Sidewalk slam after the press, then hooking the leg for a 2 count. And look at that, Cordelia is crawling. She is crawling while Crystal is shouting outside the ring, looking for a tag or looking to tag her sister. But Cordelia failed in getting to her sister because Victory dragged her leg back in the center of the ring. And Victory just carried Cordelia on her shoulder and just dropped her like a log. And again, Victory carried Cordelia on her shoulder again and then dropped her like a log again. Of course, the mighty eye rake. That is an illegal move, right? And of course, the gamer girl is cheering her partner outside. And there you go. Finally, Cordelia tagged her sister, and it's Crystal in the ring against Victory. I think Victory will tag in the gamer girl. Nope, she did not. And both ladies are down. Not sure what happened there. Again, at the animations, I guess the animations weren't synced. Leg drop by Crystal, and then an elbow drop, and a cartwheel and a moonsault. Wow, she did a lot of moves in just a few seconds. And this time she's on the ropes with a, look at that, a flying elbow. And it connected. But Victory said, "No, it's not yet over." She kicked out in two. And from behind again, Crystal made a mistake of turning her back away from Victory. And Victory took advantage of that. But Crystal is not yet finished. Again with the handspring or the cartwheel and into a bulldog. Double team by the Kensington sisters, it backfired. Big boot by Cordelia, but Victory dodged it and Cordelia hit her own sister right on the face. By the way, this is just the first match and it's already an awesome match. And look at the power of Victory. Boom, right there. And there you go. Winner of the match. 1 and a 2 and a 3. Victory pinned Cordelia for the win. Victory pinned Crystal. I think this is Crystal. Yes, it's Crystal for the win. Winner of the match between the Kensington sisters and Victory and the Gamer Girl is the team of the Gamer Girl and Victory. Victory won. And of course, the key for their win happened during the double team, or when the Kensington sisters double teamed Victory. So Crystal tried to hold, or she held on Victory. Cordelia entered, delivered a big boot, but Victory, she dodged the big boot. And instead of Victory getting hit, Crystal got hit with the big boot. And that was how the Kensington sisters lost, with a mistake. Very nice. And look at that, the Gamer Girl is still walking around the ring, of course showing her love for the Kensington sisters. She is such a big fan of the Kensington sisters. Okay, so coming up next is the match between Wrestler A and Wrestler B. Again, you won't be seeing anyone behind the commentators because I de-rendered them all. Yes, and that is the reason why I'm getting such a smooth wrestling action right now. Sometimes my frame rate would hit like even 45 to 50 FPS. Of course, it will go down as soon as the match starts. But still, it's better than having 10 to 15 FPS or even 5 to 10 FPS. And look at that, they're not watching anything on the monitors. So what freaking happened with the images on the monitors? There's nothing shown in the monitors. And back in the ring, of course, the referee, the third avatar in the ring, is none other than Betty Harrowing. During a match, she is the one deciding everything that's going to happen. She can disqualify you on a whim if she wants to. Again, the videos are not playing. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not playing. It says that your browser does not support. Okay. So it means that my browser, which is the Firestorm viewer, can play the video. So in the ring right now we have Mr. Spaghetti, Pasta Lopez, and over there we have Cain Mulligan and Pasta Lopez. Okay, so the wrestler in the ring is not Pasta Lopez but Malaki. I was wrong. I thought it was Pasta Lopez, but it's not. It's Malaki. I guess they are having a slap. It's Cain Mulligan versus Pasta Lopez outside the ring. They're basically still on stage. And we just saw Cain Mulligan suplexed Pasta Lopez, and look at that thing is made of steel texture. It's made of solid steel texture. And Mr. Wrestling, Cain Mulligan is in the ring. Okay, so my viewer is on Mr. Wrestling. Of course, you want to focus your viewer on, since this is a wrestling show, so I'm going to focus my viewer on the wrestler, which is Mr. Wrestling. Well, I'm not saying that Malaki is not a wrestler. And they are on the ground and they are hugging each other because they love each other. They have like too much respect for each other and they are not afraid to show it. They're showing their love. Show your love, and that is what they're doing. Right now, Mr. Wrestling is showing the champ all the moves that a wrestler must learn, like that move that I forgot what to call. Well, I do see the names of the moves, but I'm going to pretend I'm not seeing them. And look at that, Mr. Wrestling went up in the air and did a karate kick. A flying karate kick, or maybe it's a flying samba kick, and connected with it. Malaki is down again with the hugging. This time the hugging is more intense. But unfortunately for Mr. Wrestling, Malaki doesn't like getting hugged by another man. And because of that, Malaki gave Mr. Wrestling a dropkick to the face. And not just a dropkick to the face, but an elbow on his leg. That is his left leg. Malaki is teaching Mr. Wrestling never to hug him ever again because he doesn't like getting a hug from another guy. Clothesline by Malaki. Well, that is almost a hug. Mr. Wrestling is learning a valuable lesson right now of hugging people. Malaki tried to end the match with a cover, but he only got a 1 count, even though I counted and it's like over 5 seconds. Mr. Wrestling is back on the offensive. That means he is free to hug Malaki once again. But before he hugs him, he wants to give him some loving knees to the midsection. This time, Mr. Cain or Cain Mulligan, Mr. Wrestling is just dragged Malaki back to the center of the ring, and outside the ring we see the Noodle King, the Noodle Man, crawling like a noodle. Okay, so I was having too much fun spinning the viewer around. Sorry about that. I hope no one got a headache from that. Okay, Malaki on the top turnbuckle. Is he going to fly? Flying drop kick from the top turnbuckle. And here we have a cover, hooking the leg, a 1 and just a 1. Kicked out in 1, even though I counted like 10. Malaki now standing over Mr. Wrestling. This time, it's his turn to teach Mr. Wrestling some Malaki wrestling moves like the neck hugger. Wow, that was a very simple takedown by Mr. Wrestling. Just shows that you don't need to do a big move to take somebody down. And of course, he followed that up with a belly to belly to belly suplex. And now he's just kicking the lights out of Malaki. Malaki got kicked twice, and now he got kneed to the face, not once, not 2, but 3 times. And what is Mr. Noodles doing? Hey, Mr. Spaghetti, the Noodle King, get out of the ring. Get out of the ring. You're not part of the match. Discus or rolling elbow as they call it. And I think this is over. This is over for Malaki. We have a new champion, Mr. Wrestling, Cain Mulligan. And what are you doing? Okay, he got distracted by Mr. Spaghetti. And outside we have Mr. Spaghetti fighting Cain Mulligan. And I'm not sure what's happening right now. I don't know if the referee is counting. Now the referee is counting after like for and now the two of them are on stage. They're fighting on stage. This is not part. There is going to be a count out. And sadly, instead of getting a win, Mr. Cain Mulligan got a loss. Via a disqualification. And who do we have here? Look at that, we have Kermit the Frog. Okay, so something happened inside the ring while I was taking a picture of Kermit the Frog. It looks like the Tomahawk did a Tomahawk on Malaki. Okay, sorry Milo, or sorry Kermit, I need to de-render you. But don't worry, I already have your picture, took your snapshot, and it's in my Twitter. Okay, so winner of the match is Malaki. Mr. Wrestling got entangled with Mr. Spaghetti. So we have two Misters, a Spaghetti and a Wrestling. They got entangled with each other and they fought their way backstage. Okay, so I guess that's it for today's RWA Wired. We saw a couple of matches. The first one was really great. The second one was good at best. Well, Mr. Cain, Mulligan, did a wonderful job. Uh, that was an awesome performance. The only flaw that happened in that match is that he got entangled with Mr. Spaghetti. I know that Mr. Spaghetti is made of noodles or spaghetti noodles, so getting entangled with those noodles is very easy. But I wish that Mr. Wrestling was, didn't get too close to Mr. Spaghetti. Anyway, I guess that's it. So my guess is the show is over because both the commentators went backstage, and usually when that happens, it means the show is over. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching today's RWA Wired, of course in my channel. And if you want to see more, just like the video, share to your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Questions, comments, reactions, post them in the comment section. Follow RWA Rogue Wrestling Alliance in Twitter. Their Twitter handle is @rogue_SL. Go and follow them, and also while you are following them, follow me as well in Twitter. It's @Kabalyero in Twitter. And if you're playing other games, like maybe other online games like a MOBA, an MMORPG, or even a first-person shooter, and you're experiencing high pings, try using WT-Fast. The link is in the description of the video. That's it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.